was a real fight. I'd rip him limb from me.
What are some of the words you can say that you guys said at the end when you were face to face?
He was trying to say he was going to come over MMA after this. Because he was like on the thing, oh, we'll do 8 ounce, we'll do 4 ounce. Man, you cried about them ounces on the gloves. So he's talking shy. So and then he started saying, I'll do MMA next. It's like, don't start talking something you won't do. So.
Tell us what this means to you. You were talking about the pride of where you were just a few years ago and where you are today, and what this means to you.
I mean, it's been one hell of a journey. I look forward to one day being able to show my son my entire career, the journey I've been on, the hours of work and sacrifice that has gone into this life. Just sit back and enjoy it.
You know, if I was on the fence about buying this fight after I saw that press conference, I'm going to buy it today. What can you say to the Dish people about buying this fight?
Buy this damn fight. Buy it twice. Thank you.
I like to see. What did he say to you up there when you guys were sparring?
He was trying to say something about the gloves. I was like, cried about the gloves. He cried about the ounces in the gloves. Then he tried to say something about UFC next or MMA next. We'll do. I was like, talking shit that you won't do. But other than that, it was just back and forth. He was just shit.
Overall, were you happy with the way things went down over there? Did you feel caught off guard by the whole thing?
Yeah, well, I didn't get told nothing. I had no speeches, didn't know nothing. It's a completely different format, so look, whatever. I rolled up, everyone had, I was like, before Dana went, you got a speech? He goes, yeah, I got a speech. I got no fucking speech, but whatever. I just rolled up and started talking shy. So, whatever. I had fun. That's the main thing, right?
Did they cut your mic?
They cut me mic as well. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. They can do what they want, but they ain't keeping me from him in the ring, and that's it. August 26th, they can do nothing to stop me.
What do you make of the whole taxes situation? Do you think that's why he's taking this fight?
I believe so. He's saying this for the fans, isn't it? I disagree. I believe he has to take this fight. He's in a dire financial situation. So, but I'm still trying to learn this tax game as well, Ariel. I'm only new to the money myself. I'm only new money, so it's not a good. It doesn't sound like a good position to be in. He was whipping out the check, and I was like, "Why you?" He owes his bollocks out, and he's whipping out the checks, and he's. That's over now, and everyone sees it's over. So
he called himself the A side, yet it seemed like 95% of the crowd was in favor of you.
Yeah,
so who is the A side here?
You're looking at the A side.
Are you coming out first or second
in the fight?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. These are all irrelevant things to me. Especially on this, because this is a Showtime production. These are new. He was the great guy with the afro that rocked up. I'm sitting there like, and people are coming up to the podium. I'm like, who are these people? I don't know who any of these people are. I couldn't even hear them. I'm like, whatever, just roll with it. But I'm just kind of floating around, having a bit of fun, enjoying myself. And I'm going to kill this man August 26th. And then I'm going to roll in and take over. Then I'll make, you know what I mean? So it's a different environment now. But I'm enjoying it.
People are taking your training videos and putting them side by side with his, and sort of mocking you and talking about your hand speed and things like that. What do you say to those people who say that you want to land a punch?
He was on like a speedball, different bag. I was on a proper heavy bag, the uppercut bag. It's a heavy bag that is. Look, people say this all the time. It's August 26th. Let's see what they say then.
And you say less than 4? Is that the official prediction?
I believe so, yeah.
And last thing, what were the things that he was sort of being a stickler about? You mentioned, you know, the Mexican gloves.
So I'm saying, it was like Mexican, no, there's got to be 10 ounces. There can't be Mexican-made gloves. There can't be gloves made out of horsehair. And I'm like, I didn't even know there was a difference. So I spar with 6 ounce. So, and that's just sparring. We fight with 4. And like I said, we're only wearing gloves a few years in our game, so I just don't. I'm just laughing at it all, whatever. Just have the checks ready, and I'm going to steam through your boy, take the bread, and take over this whole game as well.
Connor, last question. You offered an Malingnaggio sparring position in your camp. Can you talk to us about that? Paulie Malingnaggio?
Yeah, look at the. Paulie talked a lot of shit. He was talking.
He actually spoke highly of you. He said,
no,
he gave you so much.
Whatever, I don't care. He was just talking. Look, he's been brought in to spar, and then he'll answer to what he's been saying, and then we'll go from there after that. But we're going to have a knock in the gym.
So he's not there to help you?
I mean, look. We're going to have a knock, and he's going to have to answer to what he's been saying. Then maybe we can then we'll see after that.
Connor, let's fast forward. Night before, what are you doing? Where's your head at? Where are you physically?
The night before the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, just calm, composed, ready to go. The work's been done at that moment, so the weight's been made. So just enjoying food and relaxing.
And your #1 tip for the Conor McGregor School of Trash Talk. We saw some prime examples up there today.
Just don't give a bollocks. Don't just roll in and don't care.
You guys straight words.
Doesn't say UFC on on the banner, but it says
that looks
McGregor
great,
Sports
doesn't it?
Entertainment.
Look
Yeah.
at that, like that's
Who's working for who here?
what I'm saying. There you go, Mario. You might be onto something. Now look, I'm very proud of that. I have to say, like, think of where we were. Like, MMA is just you know what I mean, rose up. So I don't know. I'm blown away, and I'm just extremely happy and I'm proud and grateful that this is my life, and I'm at the building up this empire, and I'm still only 28. When Floyd was 28, he was nowhere near this level. So
And that's
he was on Oscar's undercard. Floyd wasn't on no poster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So look, I'm just a happy, hard-working young man.
Would you make over 100 million for this?
If it clears the Pacquiao numbers, I'll clear 100.
It's clear you like to have fun. You talked about the suit on stage, but seeing it in person is kind
Nice,
of
isn't it?
amazing. Could you please tell me about this suit? Because it's brilliant.
It says fuck off on the pinstripe. That's it, Gregor. No, but yeah, my suit tailor David August come up with a line of suits, August McGregor, and not just suits, clothes right down, jeans, pants, the whole lot. They're going to be in retail stores, and we're going to build a online shopping site to rival like Net-a-Porter. Net-a-Porter is a big business, but 66 million profit a year Net-a-Porter makes. So it's big money, it's big business, and of course
We all need fuck you suits.
that's what I'm saying, and I get to design clothes and I'll be part of that. I love fashion. Fashion's very similar to fighting. It's all about the small details.
Are you still planning on fighting December 30th for UFC, if all goes well?
What was really making me want to do that December 30th fight was the Forbes list. I thought it was like January to January, you know what I mean, or the end of the year to the start of the year, but it's actually June to June. So I thought I had more time to hit the #1 spot this year. So if I'd have fought Floyd and then the December fight, that would have put me in #1 spot. But it's actually July to July. So I was 24th this year, which is a great jump from 84 the year before. I mean, I said I'd fight. I'm gonna fight. I always want to fight, right? I mean, I'm an active motherfucker. What else would I be?
Who's the front runner right now?
I tell you what, it's chopping and changing. It's chopping and changing. I mean, I'm just who's fighting? I see people who's just talking. People who's talking like about defending belts and doing this and doing that. That actually hasn't fought. I've fought since they've last. You know what I mean? They fought way before me even.
Right.
And haven't fought since. They're just yapping. So, I'm just looking at people who are coming out and fighting. There's a few up there. We'll see what happens.
Who sticks out?
Look, we'll see how it plays out.
Okay.
But there's a few. You know what's what.
All right.
What
Would
is
you
everyone
consider
make
us
about
a career in boxing after this? Because you could make so much money.
I am boxing.
Excuse me.
Oscar De La Hoya spoke about this fight, and he has his criticism about this fight. His cash cow, his biggest pay-per-view attraction is Canelo Alvarez. How would you have done against Canelo Alvarez in this fight?
I'd spark Canelo as well. Oscar's a fool. Let's be real, he's an absolute fool of the. Just there's so much bitterness in him, and he's just a troubled man. You just see it in his face and all. He's just a fucked up motherfucker. He's a donkey. Fuck Oscar.
Are you surprised how critical he was of your matchup?
I don't give a fuck. I couldn't give a ball. Again, with that bitterness and that jealous old shit, it's like sort your own problems out, mate, because you've got a lot of them.
You're much more bigger than Floyd up there on the stage. Are you going to use that to your
Saying,
advantage?
like, he's just too small. He's just too small. You just don't. You can't. That's the be-all, end-all here. My fist will break his guard. He can be defensive and catch the shots and do his thing, but if he catches a shot on the glove, it's going to rattle his whole brain. And that's the end of it.
Connor, Floyd out there said that he would drop down in glove size. Do you think he'd ever do that?
He's talking straight. He cried about the gloves. 10 ounce, 8 ounce. Then he could fall. Whatever, he's Floyd. He's definitely going to be MMA next month. I was like, don't be saying shit you wouldn't do. But whatever, it was fun.
It was good, man. You're obviously the fan favorite out there. I mean, judging by the crowd noise. Do you think?
You hear much.
Do you think this will do more for the sport of boxing and MMA as a whole?
Sport in general, combat sport. Young kids will look at this and just dream of big things. And you know what I mean? And in the media, look, we're all eating here. Everybody's eating and everybody's busy and everybody's working and life is good. So it's a great thing for everything.
And most importantly, who designed your suit? It's fantastic.
This is David August. This is my suit tailor. This is the August McGregor line. We're coming up with our own line of suits. This is one of the fuck you suits.
Connor,
looking fresh.
Connor, it's no secret that's in the boxing world that Floyd's hands are leaving him. How do you plan to use that?
That's what I said to him. I was like, how's them brittle... I saying knocked me out in the 4th round. I was like, mate, how's them little brittle hands? I goes, are they sore in the cold weather?
How do you plan to exploit that?
Just running in and bouncing shots off his head.
Connor, you said it on stage. Tell us here how this fight's going to end.
I'm going to spark him inside 4 rounds, I believe. He's too small, too frail. He's going to feel the power early. I don't see it lasting more than 4.
He said personally he really likes you. He says you're a great guy, you're a warrior. What are your thoughts personally on Mayweather?
Yeah, whatever. It's business here. It's all business.
One more prediction. Inside 4 rounds for sure?
Yeah.
Nice. And when Canelo fought him, he complained that Mayweather kept running, kept going away. If he does the same thing to you, doesn't want to fight, how will you
Canelo
reach
maybe needs to get some feet underneath him. Then he might catch him.
Got it, so.
Another prediction from you again.
Yeah, inside 4 rounds. He's too small.
Connor,
He is too small, too frail.
what's a fight like this do for you?
No worries, man.
It adds to an already amazing legacy.
In the past, you said you were going to butcher guys. Can you say that same thing with Mayweather?
Oh, I'm gonna maul him. I'm gonna rip him limb from limb. He's not experienced this. That's what I'm saying to him. These moves, these attacks, they're all foreign to him, and you can see it. There's fear in him. He doesn't know. He's afraid of the unknown. So that's it.
How is it with a guy that had trained, maybe 5 months or boxing, as opposed to a guy that's done it his whole life?
Look, 5 months training boxing. I'm doing this I'm fighting since day one. I'm fighting on my whole life. So I ain't been training nothing 5 months. I've been training 28 years, my 28 years in this earth. So
what does it mean to you to be part of the biggest gate?
it's amazing.
Probably
Again,
ever?
like I said, look, my thing is on there.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what I mean? That's some. I'm just blown away. But you know what I mean? Hard work. He was doing his little hard work thing, and I was like, he's not far off. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, hard work pays, and that's something I want to instill to my son. You know, nothing. You know, in order to achieve great things in this life, we must work hard, and that's what I've done, and that's what's happening for me. So that's what I want to push.
Has it changed being a dad?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Which way?
I don't know. I'm just I don't know. I'm just thinking about him all the time. You know what I mean? It's just I'm kind of thinking about like what way everything he'll look back at. You know what I mean? I look forward to the day when I can show him, and we can watch the fights in the career and just show him this amazing journey that I've been on. So I'm a little bit more aware of that now. Whereas before I was the last press conference I just had a chair in my hand 2 seconds in because your man tried to throw a chair at me. And now I'm a little, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I'm just, whatever.
Can you talk about the energy in this very pro you, but just this day one of...
Yeah, again, I had no music. Where was my music? He had little music and all. I was like, they just led me out and then I'm on the stage. I got told nothing, but I don't need to be told nothing.
Well, they shut your mic off also.
Yeah, whatever, let them do what they want. They can't shut my mic off August 26th. That's it. So, the fuck them. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You own the room out there.
Excuse me? How you doing? I noticed that, like you said about the music, he had music, but guess what? You had the crowd.
All right.
So I wanted to ask you, what advice could you give to the upcoming boxers? You're very confident, I see.
Yeah, I mean, just work hard.
Yeah.
Let your work breed confidence. That's where I get my confidence from the amount of work I put in, the amount of intelligent work. There's no guesswork that I do in my training. Everything is monitored, everything is... We never creep into overtraining, everything is correct. On the McGregor Fast program that we've developed, it's turned me into a different animal, and that's just since 2 fights ago, so I'm only kind of starting into that. So,
if he lays a hand on you during this press tour, will you take him down using UFC tactics or boxing?
He won't do nothing. He'll do nothing.
What does boxing need this win more than your discipline, or how do you use it?
Maybe, probably. I mean, they certainly want. They think it's the end of all this. It's the end of boxing. Or it's whatever. I'm gonna be just the new king of boxing. And that's it. They're just gonna have to deal with it.
What song will you come out to?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it yet.
You enjoying this first day?
I absolutely am enjoying every second. That's why I was like, right, you know what? Don't tell me nothing. I don't need to know nothing. Don't need no speech. Something. Everyone had these pages and all written out. I was like looking around.
Right.
I didn't need to know any of that. I'm just rolling out here with me company on the post. You know what I mean? Life is good for me. I'm very, very happy, very grateful. It's very motivating.
He's taking that for you.
Excuse me, sorry.
Some of them amateur boxing career and all that.
I'm going to move different. I'm going to strike different. I'm going to approach the entire fight different. Something he's never seen before.
You know, people have been talking about the difference in the amounts of money, the purses that you've earned, but when you look at social media, when you look at the response here, you are the king of the fight sport right now. What do you attribute that to?
What do I what?
Attribute it to.
Well, I certainly bang out a lot of quality content for the fans. I keep everything engaged, you know. I have my own news website, the Mac Life. We pump out lots of content. The last fight in New York, we pumped out more than sports, or more than ESPN, more than Fox, more than BT Sport, more than all the UFC TV partners. I'm a workhorse from all angles. So that's it. I put in the work, and then of course, I shine brightest under the lights. That's the main thing.
Is this once in a lifetime for you?
Yeah, until the next one.
Are you focused on conditioning this camp?
Yeah, I've focused a lot on conditioning. Conor McGregor Fast program we developed since after the Diaz 1 fight. I'm 2 fights in on the program now. This will be the third one.
Everybody thinks you're going to pressure him. Are you going to actually stay in the pocket and try that, or are you going to try to box him?
I will paint many different pictures. I have many stances, many attacks. I will paint a very unusual picture and be a masterpiece.
How are you using Malignaggi in training camp?
Yeah, look, Paulie was talking a lot of shit. Paulie gave a lot of stuff and he was talking and talking and talking. I was like, right, he's not bad stylistically. He's kind of got similarities to Floyd. He stands a little bit side on. He's supposed to be snappy with his shots. I said, he's perfect. We'll bring him in. He talked a load of shit. He's going to have to answer for that now when we spar, and that's it. I'll spar him in maybe 2 weeks or so. I'll bring him in, and then we'll see what he's got to say then. If after that, we'll see how we go after that. But
did you take it personal when what he said about you?
No, look, I don't care. It's just an extra sweetener on top. It has some similarities. Side stance, kind of does some things, and then he's talked. Yeah. So come in, answer for what you've said.
And how hard is it going to be not to use your legs or elbows? How to be disciplined in the ring?
No problem.
He said other fighters reached out to you. Can you name any specific?
Me?
Yeah, other fighters, other boxers. He said they reached out to you.
Everyone's reaching out. Everyone wants in.
Can you name any of them?
Everyone wants in, but I'm just trying to do like I don't give up. I'm not trying to bring people in that I don't know, or that wasn't here before. Same people, same setup. It's just another day for me.
Is that part
Show up, have a fight, and bounce.
Is that part of the reason you didn't choose a boxing coach and you kept your team because you're confident that that's? I mean, they've gotten you to this point.
Exactly.
Your prodigy, James Gallagher. What do you say about him?
Young James doing very well. The protege, yeah, he's a young protege. He's doing very, very well. It's great to see. That's it. I wish him well.
Can he pick up where you left off? Can he pick up where you left off?
He's rocking the show right now, so fair play to him.
Is that the first time you met Floyd up on the stage? Have you ever had any interaction with him before?
No. It's the first time I've saw him.
What did you think about him?
He said nothing. He was saying nothing. I was like, what are you going to say? Say something. And he was saying nothing. And then he got a little bit more alive then towards the end. But
in the face-off, what did you guys really say? You said
I was just talking loads of stuff.
Did you guys study? Have you studied his tape at all, or do you leave that to your coaches?
I know every shot he throws. I know every movement he makes. I know every shot he's been hurt with. I even know what he had for breakfast this morning. What's this mean? I don't know what this means. What's he saying? What does that say?
Who's next? Chavez or MAYWEATHER. Maybe the boxing stand, boxing next.
We're not allowed to wear Mexican-made clothes. For some reason, it's great Mexican-made clothes. Look, I don't. Whatever. I'm coming in here. I'm confident in my abilities. What I do, I'm going to go and show the world.
Mind if I could try? Canelo is trying.
Yeah, he's too small. Mine is too small. 60-70 reach. 5'6", 5'7". Too small.
You were complaining about the rules. What in particular don't you like about boxing?
No, I'm not complaining about the rules. I'm just saying they amuse me. The rules do all. It's not even the rules of the Marquess of Queensberry rules. That's not what I'm complaining about. I'm not even actually complaining at all. It's just all other little stuff like the gloves and just all these little things that they do over on this side. It's a bit different than I'm used to, but it's all fun. Change is good.
What do you think about the criticism that this match might take away from either sport, from boxing or MMA?
This match is good for everyone. Look at the amount of people in here. Everyone's eating here. So life is good for everybody. All sports, all journalists, all fans. We're all eating here. What's up, boy? How are you, man? Good to see you, pal. Huh? Yeah, of course.
What is who proud to screen your name instead of Mayweather? Means you in the MMA world, you know?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I don't really care about it. I do. It's amazing, it's inspiring, it's motivating. They could bill me as well.
How's the situation of your license to fight boxing in Nevada right now? What do you need to do? Your license to fight boxing in Nevada. How's the situation? What do you need to do?
The license?
Yeah, you don't have license there, just here.
I think I signed something today that gave me a license. I think it's done now, it's wrapped up. Look, I'll be there August 26th. Make no mistake about that.
Great.
Thank you.
Very good.
You too.
Well, thank you.
How did this fight come together?
A lot of hard work, a lot of suits in a room. So, the and then also the tax bill. that helped it as well.
What kind of fight can we expect to see?
A fight the boxing world has never seen before. That's the fight we expect.
Did it surprise you that you were cheered like the favorite or he was booed like
It's usually like that. It's been like that. But I don't. It could be the other way. It makes me look at me. They could boo me. They could throw stuff at me. All this other stuff is just noise at the end of the day.
What makes this, if it is the most challenging fight in your career?
Look, this is actually an easy. I'm not going to say it's an easy. This is easy. No one's kicking me. No one's elbowing me. No one's trying to choke me. There's no knocks. You know what I mean? In MMA, you wake up, someone's had a swinging out of your neck the night before, and you're like that kind of walking around. You know what I mean? It's like this is just this. That's easy. Is that it?
He's done in 4 rounds.
Inside 4 rounds. He's too small.
Oh, you and I have something else in common.
Ah, good man. Good to see you, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, I like that picture.
Yeah, it's a nice.
What does it say?
It says "fuck you."
Who won the press conference today? What do you think of his performance?
I don't know. It's a contest. They didn't tell me nothing. They let me just run. I didn't even get entrance music. He had entrance music. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be like that. This is a Showtime production. It's nothing got to do with the UFC. I don't know anyone that was up on the stage. I was kind of like sitting there, couldn't hear anything. Some guy with a grey afro was up talking. I was like, who are these people? I don't even know. So I just rolled with it and enjoyed it and just took it all in. What a spectacle! What a sight! It's good times.
Did you have fun jawing with him, and what'd you say?
Originally, he didn't say nothing. He wouldn't say nothing. He was just kind of sitting there, or standing there, a little small frame on him. If this was a real fight, he'd be mauled. So.
You say it's going to be an easy fight. Can you explain why?
I just think he's never seen anything like this. I just don't think the boxing world has seen this kind of power, this kind of velocity, this kind of movement. These attacks are different.
What about your footwork? That's the argument that people make, that Floyd has the advantage in the footwork because of boxing.
I disagree. Until you've seen the traditional style, the traditional martial arts style against that flat-footed style like boxing, I can't compare. I disagree on the footwork. I had the footwork advantage by a mile plus his age.
One other question about in 2015 when you beat Aldo, and I remember asking you about the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and you brought up that you were going to do this. So you saw this 2 years ago coming, and why did you?
I mean, it just seemed. He's always talked about the sport, right? He's always talked bad about the UFC, and I was like, a young kid coming up listening to him saying, it's like, if I get the chance, I could take him out. And I actually said it to Lorenzo before when we were in Brazil one time, years ago, like 2000, I think it was 2014 even. Mayweather was going around in a little presser for whatever reason, and he was saying a lot of stuff about the UFC. It's like, look, I'll get him, I'll take him out. Now here we are a couple of years later, I'm about to take him out, so I saw it, I went for it, and I got it.
Conor, what are you saying to people that have been criticizing some of your training videos that you've been putting on Instagram?
People know nothing. What did his uncle say? Most people don't know shit about boxing. I say most people don't know shit about fighting. That's it. All I hear is novices talking shit.
Were you expecting so many people actually booing him being that he's in United States? Because we know that.
Yeah,
you know,
I couldn't even hear him. I couldn't even hear the crowd or even the microphone, so I was just kind of listening in. So, whatever, they could boo me, they could boo him. It's all just noise.
We know that you know how to get very well in your opponents, and a lot of people that know Mayweather, they start to see that. He's talking more. Was this, you know, is this part of the plan? Do you know exactly what you're looking? What's that? What you're looking for?
Look, it's all fun and games. It's all a spectacle. It's all enjoyable, and there is some psychological warfare going on. But at the end of the day, it's just I'm just looking at him and looking at his little frame and knowing that I'm gonna run through that.
You know, you always predict what is coming for you. The wall in your gym. You know, you go in every day. You know, what is exactly what you go through in your head when you're walking through your gym and when you see that?
Yeah, I'm big into the power of visualization, so it's great to go and see that shot, that left hand man clean on the chin. So
when you're doing your training, what is the change exactly? I mean, we know what to expect from Mayweather, but you know, there's nothing to see from you, and we know you're not giving us from the footage what we want to see. So how is
he's got to be scared, right? No, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. You know, no one knows what's coming, and that's why there's a lot of fear around in the boxing community and in his camp. They don't know what to expect. I'm going to come out a lot different. So,
why is this fight so big?
Two men. I was going to say two young men. He ain't young no more. So 2 men on top of their game. I am fighting. He's boxing. So the 2 worlds collide. That's why. I mean, never mind all the records and all the other shit. I mean, it's two worlds, 1 fighter, 1 boxer colliding at the very top. It doesn't happen very often.
I think a lot of the MMA fans, you know, are wondering if you happen to win, if you win this fight, are you actually going back after making, you know, more than 75? Are you actually coming back to defend your title?
Of course, MMA. Of course. I love a good true fight. There's nothing like bouncing the knee off, and you know, it's a lot more real. But I will defend both thrones. I will certainly keep my eye on the boxing game as well and just see where it goes.
Thank you.